Drinking Bros, presented by Ghostbed.com.
Yeah, happy Tuesday, kids. I don't know what kind of Tuesday it is. You know, it's January. We're in the dead of January right now. Nothing really fun is going on. Middle of February, at least, there's Valentine's Day, Mardi Gras, that type of funness.
Yeah.
Now we've got no fun here in the dead of January. You and I are getting out of here going to Nashville this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be cold as fuck, by the way. I was just looking at the weather.
Is it really? What is it?
On Saturday, the high is 38, the low is 22.
I can put up with that.
It's not. We'll see what the wind's like. I mean, that's going to be the...
Because we're going to the game. That's at 3:30. That we'll be fine for that. If it was a night game, it'll probably drop down to what, 20 degrees that night in Nashville?
22, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little much. 38, fine. I can deal with. Going to Ohio State games all those years, that's fine. What I can't deal with, though, is the negative bullshit that was going on over the weekend up in Buffalo. My God, man.
Yeah, did you see Fitzmagic was there with his shirt on?
I didn't see him on television. I saw the photos posted later. Bob, can you pull up Ryan Fitzpatrick? By the way, if you're new to the NFL or not familiar with it, this guy is a current starting quarterback in the NFL who happened to show up at his old team.
Well, he was injured for most of this season.
Yeah, he got hurt. He was the starting quarterback for the Washington Redskins. Also used to play for the Bills.
I don't know if he's...
But he went to the Bills home game and then took his shirt off in solidarity
he's also
with Bills fans.
He's also a graduate of Harvard.
I was going to say, he looks like another famous Harvard alumnus in this photo.
God, he's the best.
Which one?
Ted Kaczynski.
Big fan. Was that your softcore history last night?
He also went to Michigan for his postdoc, right? Or
Yeah.
was it his...
Did he really?
He went to Michigan for post-grad and then worked at Berkeley before he decided he'd rather go into the forest and start mailing people stuff.
I mean, look, he was right about a lot of stuff.
Kaczynski?
About technology being the downfall of humanity. He's absolutely right about that.
Yeah.
But, don't send people letter bombs to prove your point. Like, I think the keto diet is kind of stupid. I'm not going to go fucking live in the woods, eat a bunch of carbs, and send people letter bombs.
You could.
I guess, but what the fuck's the point? Doesn't really get your point across.
What was Kaczynski's point? Did you guys get into that last night? What was his manifest?
It was,
Manifesto.
He hated, modern society as a whole. Honestly, the more that Jake read it, the more I was like, this dude's just a fucking 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Fucking society, man. And he was, against technology and wanted people to go back to, the old days, but was still cool with farming, which is, literally the biggest technological development in human history. Mm-hmm. So that's your cutoff? I don't know. Seems weird.
Fan or not a fan of Kaczynski?
No, not a fan.
All right.
I think he was just pretty whiny.
It's pretty interesting that his fucking brother turned him in.
Was that who it was?
Yeah.
No shit.
Well, I mean, so the police came out with a profile. There's a whole movie about it with Sam Worthington.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was very, I couldn't get into it.
Well,
I didn't get my dick hard.
It was, they probably, what the hell was that? They probably made it because, actually, I don't know the timeline on this, but when Mindhunter came out, right? Was it 2018, the first season, I think, or 2019?
Yes.
Mindhunter, based on a book written by the guy from the FBI who was one of the fucking first people to start profiling serial killers, right? And not that the Worthington character or Kaczynski, I don't think had anything to do with any of that shit, but I think because of the success of Mindhunter, people like serial killers and weird crime stuff like this, we'll just make this movie. It was terrible, by the way.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a movie. I think it was a series. I think
it was a series. Yeah.
Manhunt.
Yeah, Manhunt, like a 5-part series or some shit like that. Maybe 6.
Yeah, I watched it. I couldn't really get into it. I mean, I finished it.
But the story is interesting because it's not really about hunting Ted Kaczynski, who was played by
Paul Bettany,
yeah.
Which is pretty funny. But it wasn't really about that. It was more about these social scientists trying to convince all these fucking high and tight haircut retards at the FBI that profiling was a thing and you could use it effectively.
Sure.
But his brother saw the profile in the paper and he's like, oh, shit.
That's my brother.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of fucking math geniuses who are living in the fucking middle of nowhere in Idaho or Montana.
But the sketch photo that they put out
was terrible.
Could have been anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, that they actually There was something in there about in the film, I think, about that sketch photo about how it was completely wrong.
It looked like a Dodgers fan.
Yeah.
Like who was just late to the game.
I think it was some other person that lady had seen. Oh, no, she saw a picture that was drawn by somebody else. So if you compare Kaczynski to the fucking sketch that was in the paper with the Unabomber title or whatever, they look nothing alike. But if you show that sketch next to another sketch from another publication that had made the news before, it looked identical. So she was just repeating what she had already seen on the news. But that's how it fucking works, right?
Yeah.
Eyewitness testimony is not great.
Speaking of which, today's episode is called Biden Said What. This clip I thought was from yesterday. Bob will put it up on screen because yesterday was Martin Luther King Day. I know you celebrated hard into the night last night.
Yeah, I did.
And do we still have the jersey up, or we took it down?
I took it down. He gets one day.
He gets one day, and that's it, huh?
Just like everybody else.
Okay. But there was a clip circulating online of comparing Joe Biden comparing George Floyd to Martin Luther King, and we'll play that now.
But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did.
That's a crazy statement to me, and I thought he made it yesterday.
No, that was from June of 2020.
Okay.
It was when the riots that they didn't want to do anything about were happening.
Got it.
Yes.
Martin, that's even still looking back at that. That's one of the craziest fucking statements ever.
I mean, it's a tone-deaf statement. I don't know that it's entirely wrong, though. Like, what was going on first of all, we have social media and rapid deployed legacy media now through streaming services and everything else. Mm-hmm. There's a chance that he's correct in his assessment, right?
I would have to look it up, but I know that, like, Lincoln's assassination was, like, boom, lightning fast across the world, all anyone was talking about when that happened. So I have to assume King's assassination was pretty monstrous news.
It was. Look, it was in a U2 song that was very famous.
I'm sure the word traveled fast, but what were the second and third order effects of it? Right? Like,
that's a good, yeah.
Like,
they were in the middle of civil rights, and it continued
for sure. But there were like anti-police protests that popped up all over Europe after George Floyd was killed.
Yeah,
and I don't. Maybe it happened back then. I don't know. But the point is, this dude should shut the fuck up, man. Like, know when you've won. The general fucking idea amongst most people who are midwits and don't pay a lot of attention to history and politics is that right leaning means racist and left leaning means social justice, right? None of it's true, obviously, but don't fuck with that paradigm. If there's a whole group of people that believe that, don't say things like, if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
Yeah.
Don't say this. It's fucking stupid, man.
He won, Dan. So I guess he can say whatever he wants.
Yeah, I guess.
If you believe it, he got 81 million votes somehow.
That seems unlikely.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Every day it seems more and more unlikely. And we have no proof, so I can't even say otherwise. I'm one of those concrete evidence type dudes, or otherwise just move the fuck on, you know? So I've moved the fuck on from that. But every day it's still shocking that Joe Biden is president.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it really feels like the first season of The Sopranos, where all the captains decided to let Junior Soprano be the boss, just so in case lightning strikes, he's the one that gets taken out. But everybody knows he's Joe Jerkoff, right? Which is the phrase they used.
And by the way, the even the prequel movie painted him as Joe Jerkoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched the whole Saints of Newark thing.
Yeah, it was interesting. It's a bit of a twist at the end there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what I expected to have happened.
No.
But, who knows?
You're going to see these fucking things pop up over and over and over again now.
Yeah, because nobody has the confidence in their writing ability to just start a series again.
Right? Hollywood doesn't have the confidence.
They're all pussies now. So they're just going to do like a fucking 90-minute movie and jam way too much shit in. That movie was terrible. It was like all it was a bunch of younger versions of people doing impressions of people that you like.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. They may as well just made them babies in cartoons.
I didn't mind it. I thought Alessandro Nivola was fucking awesome, but
I don't know who that is.
he was the lead guy.
The guy that played Dickie Moltisanti?
Yeah. He was fucking great. But
Yeah, he's a good actor.
the problem was everybody else around him was,
I also thought Vera Farmiga, or how do you say Veronica?
Oh, yeah, she was good.
She, as the mom.
She's always good.
Yeah, she's a good actress, too. But the kids and stuff is like, fucking, come on, man.
Yeah. The other thing that Biden said today was if you don't hop on the voting bills that he's trying to pass, that we're headed towards Jim Crow 2.0. That seems a little bit extreme, I think. None of these things are going to pass. You told me before the show that there was a filibuster, too, that they're trying to...
Well, yeah, I mean, they've been trying to
change?
So whenever Republicans are in power, they use the filibuster to block Democrats and vice versa, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, the Democrats used the filibuster 300 times in the last legislative cycle. Trump's the second half of his administration. 300 times they used it.
Yeah.
To block legislation from coming out. And now certain members of the party want to get rid of it. There's no support for this amongst Democrats. But it seems like Chuck Schumer is telling people he's going to bring it to the floor anyways. Now, if you're the majority leader or the whip, your job is to never, ever, ever bring legislation that you want to get passed to the fucking floor if it doesn't have the votes.
Right.
Like Build Back Better didn't make it to the floor.
No.
Because they knew they didn't have the votes. So that's how that's done. So if he brings this, it's going to be a fucking resounding no vote. Like I don't think it'll even be party line. Obviously all Republicans will vote against it, but Sinema and fucking Manchin will definitely vote against it. And I think you'll see 5 or 6 other Democrats vote against it because they don't want to get fucking primaried.
Yeah. Because this is the wrong year to do it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Fucking stupid.
We're in 2022 already. So
it's almost like he was trying to push the eject button.
It's strange.
But he's the pilot and there's a whole fucking, bus full of people back here. And
Yeah.
he's trying to eject himself out of it.
Yeah, it's strange because, even driving through my neighborhoods, I don't know about you guys, but I'm already seeing election signs
Oh, yeah.
on every single street. And I'm like, God damn it, we're still like 10 months away. Do I have to see that on the fucking drive to work every
this
fucking
year?
day?
Yeah.
God damn. I mean,
because
I'm
there's-
talking local shit.
Here's how. So I explained on I think it was yesterday's show about how Bernie Sanders got rich in politics, right? The media, the ad buys and stuff like that. Well, Mark Pocan, who is a congressman from Wisconsin, he owns a sign business, and his best fucking sales periods are when there's political shit going on because he sells signs.
Yeah.
Like fucking posters and signs.
Sure.
Right? But it's like to himself. So his campaign will raise a bunch of money and then from PACs and all this other stuff and then spend it at his own business.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, it is brilliant. If it weren't fucking criminal and he weren't a cunt. And I don't mean to call him out specifically. I just happen to know that that's a fact. But everybody does this.
Yeah.
Not everybody makes 10-year-olds cry, but everybody does what he did.
Wow.
We'll get to that later.
No, we'll get to it now. Let's hammer away today. Dan Crenshaw cut off a 10-year-old. I watched the video last night. It looked like they were just like a town hall setting.
Yeah.
Looked like a restaurant or maybe a bar. I know there's footage of it, Bob, on
Twitter. Yeah,
on
it's all
Twitter.
over Twitter.
So you can pop that up. But he cut off a 10-year-old, which I thought was odd. It's one of those precocious 10-year-olds where you're like, man, do you know that much at 10?
I was fine with how this went down, to be honest. And I wish somebody had done this to Greta Thunberg.
Thunberg?
If when she was like, you've stolen my childhood. Like, you're on a private jet, you cunt. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
It's a soft H and a soft G in
Now,
Thunberg.
when you, how are you supposed to react? I guess you could say, hey, honey, hang on a second. Where are your parents? And they're right there like, hey, you guys are fucking idiots. Get her out of here. Fuck you doing? Bringing a child. You don't have the fucking balls to walk up to the microphone and say what you want to say, so you set your kid up to say it? Fuck you.
That's crazy.
God, what a bunch of bitches, man.
Play this clip, Bob.
But he doesn't.
Yeah! Who hasn't heard, Crenshaw said, quote, most important thing here is that we have important hero archetypes that we look up to. Jesus is a hero archetype, Superman is a hero archetype. Real characters too. I could name 1,000. Rosa Parks, Ronald Reagan, end quote. I can't wrap my head around this.
Well, I'll help you. Put a period after the word Jesus and don't question my faith. There's,
You moron.
look.
Yeah, you don't talk to a kid like that.
Don't question my faith.
Oh, okay.
You guys can ask questions about all of these things and I will answer them. But don't question my faith.
I can question your faith if this is what you said.
That's, I mean, you can read the quote again. But nowhere in that quote am I saying Jesus is not real. That's a ridiculous statement.
He's the Son of God.
Of course he's the Son of God.
Somebody screamed out, he's the Son of God.
You can say two different things. You can say that
Bob
on the
is losing
podcast,
his
and you
shit
can
over
say this here.
On the podcast, nobody would have understood it that way. I think you're twisting it that way, which is not very Christ-like, which is not very Christian.
Let's go, Brandon. They started screaming, let's go, Brandon at Crenshaw, huh?
Thank you.
I'm not going to have my faith questioned.
Well, that seems.
Bob, you lost your mind over there. Why?
It seems like a weird hill to die on, to be honest.
Honestly, fully on Crenshaw's side here. Like, fuck that kid. Yeah. Like, what?
I actually agree with you. Fuck that kid and fuck her parents for sending her up there with that bullshit in the first place. However, the appropriate response would have been, I understand how that might have been confusing. What I actually meant was this. That's how he should have responded. Don't question my faith.
Yeah.
Bah,
that's fair.
I'm a Navy SEAL.
Put a period at the end of Jesus. I was a big fan of that line.
The dumbest part of the whole thing, actually, the number one fuck.
Like, how do you get? How are you a fucking polished politician? And you get trolled by a fucking 10-year-old, and you lose.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
The dumbest motherfucker in the whole thing was actually the dude off camera who's like, "He's the Son of God."
It's like, oh, Doyle rules.
He's the Son of God. He's the Son of God.
Oh, man. What a fucking imbecile. You know, I get like 15 or 20 DMs a day or messages on, or like people tweeting at me and shit. Like, we should have listened to you about Crenshaw. I'm like, yeah, you should have.
Who was on here the other day? Who had a horrific
Eddie
Crenshaw,
Gallagher. Yeah.
Crenshaw experience.
Yeah. I don't know anybody that has a good experience with him, to be honest.
Well, here's the vibe. So, I mean, this is, by the way, this isn't just Dan or Eddie or anybody else, but Twitter has gone all in on this clip. This is trending around the world today, and a lot of people are pointing out, they were like, look, in this district that he's in, he could win this for years and years and years, and I mean, it pays unbelievable.
Maybe he could win it.
Who's going to go against him in this district?
Somebody that's an actual Republican could win.
Potentially. But you know what? Actually,
as long as they could raise money, like a rich...
Yeah, I was going to say. They got to raise money.
The dude that owns that furniture store that always makes the crazy-ass bets, he could run in that district and wipe Crenshaw off the map easily.
Crenshaw, by the way, has one of the wildest shaped districts I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. It's look at that. It's
they carved it out just for him, buddy. And he wants you to think he's not part of this fucking establishment while he's protecting these assholes that do this shit.
Look at the lines for that up there. I mean, that's nuts. The only crazier thing is when I lived in Atlanta, the way Fulton County, the county as a whole, extends itself out like 45 minutes. I'm like, it's fucking nuts, dude. I'm like,
I'm going to do...
It should be split into fours. That's how big it is.
I've just decided I'm going to do a Dan Crenshaw character.
Right. You are?
Eye patch, and I'm going to do the old trope that Robin Williams talked about. I'm going to get a fucking blazer with all of my corporate sponsors on there.
Yeah.
And shit. I'll find out. I have somebody digging into his stock shit right now, actually. We'll find out all that, and I'll just like make political statements. Brought to you by Pfizer. My name's Dan Crenshaw, and I'm a piece of shit. Like, fuck you, dude.
I don't know that much about him.
And people keep asking, why don't you have him on the show? I'm not giving 1 second of my audience's time to this fucking piece of shit, ever. If it was somebody that had a legitimate point, that would be one thing, and I would have him on and debate him, discuss whatever the fuck. But this guy has no point. He's a fucking military officer, and he's going to try to leverage that into a career for himself so he can amass more wealth and power. Because he comes from a rich family, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Dan Crenshaw,
He's
actually.
a little trust fund bitch.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Look at that. Hey, Delco, I wanted to ask you about this. There's this paid in Bitcoin thing that's going around right now. Did Francis Ngannou ask to be paid his entire salary in Bitcoin for this upcoming UFC fight?
Maybe. I know Aaron Rodgers takes some of his salary now in Bitcoin. So
No shit.
It's becoming pretty popular.
Fucking A, dude. That's crazy.
It's not moving.
It's not moving, no. No, it's not going anywhere. It's still in, what, low 40s?
Something like that, yeah. I don't look anymore.
So he's been paying people all day in Bitcoin, by the way, Ngannou. I guess if you tweet at him or whatever. And it says, I believe Bitcoin can empower people everywhere. So I'm excited to partner with Cash App on to take half of my half of his purse is in Bitcoin. I want to make Bitcoin more accessible to my fans, so I'm giving out $300,000 today. That's why. Okay.
He's not. Cash App is. Let's not pretend like fucking Ngannou's writing checks to people or something.
But all these people are posting that or Cash App has actually paid.
I'm sure they're doing
people,
it. Yeah,
so,
you couldn't get away with like if Mike Tyson got on right now and was like, "Hey, Netflix is giving out free subscriptions. Just send me your email address," and Netflix is like, "No, we're not doing that, dude. We have no idea what he's talking about." That would not last very long.
No, it wouldn't.
That'd be funny though.
It would be. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Ty Frankels says, I think Gagne, however you say his name, beats Francis. Maybe. That'd be good for Francis, to be honest.
He's favored. Cyril Gane's favored.
Is he really?
Yeah.
It'd be good for Ngannou to lose. That way he's out of his contract and he can do what he wants. If he wins, he has to fucking keep fighting until he loses.
I was watching Schaub the other day, Brendan Schaub, and he was saying we all should be rooting for him because that's the only way UFC fighters are going to actually get paid.
Rooting for whom?
Ngannou.
Yeah, I mean, if he wins, he's going to basically go on strike. The same thing, look, what's his nuts? That dummy from the Sixers.
Oh, Ben
He
Simmons.
can't shoot, yeah.
Yeah.
He said today through his agent, obviously he doesn't actually talk to anybody, but his agent said today that if he doesn't get traded by the deadline, he's sitting out the rest of the season.
He already has.
He already has. I don't think that he would play anyways.
They're going to trade him.
I don't think they will. I think they're asking for too much.
When it comes down to the deadline, I think they're going to have to trade him.
I think they should, but I think Philadelphia is asking for too much. And I don't know why. He can't fucking shoot the ball. Who gives a shit?
They're not going to get anything for him.
No, I think they want 4 first-round picks.
Didn't they see the fucking Texans try this with Sean Watson?
Didn't work.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't fucking work. What's this thing with Gorsuch today that's going around?
I guess he won't wear a mask.
Supreme Court Justice Neil
Gorsuch, yeah.
Gorsuch.
He won't wear a mask in chamber. And John Roberts has asked him to. He said no, because what the fuck's he going to do about it? Like, John Roberts is the Chief Justice, but he doesn't, like, make the rules and shit.
Right.
There are no rules, as a matter of fact. So it's for Sonia Sotomayor, who, if you recall, is supposed to be a constitutional attorney, but she doesn't understand the 9th or 10th Amendments or the 1st or 2nd or any of the other ones, right?
Sure.
She also thinks there's 100,000 kids in the hospital with COVID right now, and there hasn't been 100,000 total throughout the entire pandemic.
Right.
So she's a fucking moron.
It says here, due to her concerns, or COVID concerns, is she, I mean, she's old, I guess, but is there any other?
She's like 53.
Is she really?
Yeah.
She'll be there forever then.
Yeah.
She's got another 30 years to go.
Yeah, unfortunately. Although I honestly think, oh no, she's 67. Who am I thinking of that's younger? Who's is it Amy Coney Barrett?
Amy Coney Barrett's pretty young.
She's pretty young.
I think the other one, Sotomayor, and there's another woman. They're both pretty old.
So they're saying that he's the only member of the Supreme Court who refuses to wear a mask to help protect high-risk Justice Sonia Sotomayor. I don't know what underlying condition she has.
She's fat.
Yeah?
Fat and old. I mean, 67 is pretty old.
Yeah.
I think one of the first things that the Republican Congress should do when they get inaugurated in January of 23 is to launch impeachments against Biden, obviously, for the Afghan bullshit, and then against Sonia Sotomayor for her incompetence. Like, You have to be careful about going after the bench like that because of the balance of powers between the three branches.
Mm-hmm.
But if a Supreme Court justice says she doesn't understand why the states would have rights that the federal government doesn't, that's the first thing you have to know. That's like showing up to a baseball game with a fucking ballerina costume on.
Yeah.
Right? You're out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. She doesn't belong there. She needs to be immediately removed from office at the earliest possible convenience.
Not a prayer, though.
Oh, yeah.
She'll sit there for 30 years.
No, it's pretty easy to boot Supreme Court justices.
Is it?
It's as easy as impeaching the president.
No,
You just have to have majorities in both houses.
That'll be tough. Unless the Republicans get it in this upcoming one. We'll see.
Well, they're definitely going to get the Congress. I don't know about, or the House, rather. I don't know about the Senate.
Speaking of which, we were talking about this a little bit yesterday about how this is setting up for Trump here for 2024. Governor Ron DeSantis says he will not bend the knee to Trump and says backing the ex-president for 2024 now is too much to ask after Trump attacked him for being dull and having no charisma.
So this is what happened. I don't know this to be true, but I know this to be true.
Okay.
Trump asked him to come bend the knee, kiss the ring, whatever, and DeSantis is like, nah, bro.
At Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah. And then Trump's like, well, fuck you, I'm going to fucking blah, blah, blah. Because he's a child. That's what happened.
Well, was he asking him over there to back him in 2024? Because to me, everybody has said, hey, if it isn't Trump, it's probably going to be DeSantis or Nikki Haley.
I think you're going to see a Republican primary with both of those men.
I think
That's what I think.
I would say DeSantis is probably the only person other than Biden in the last however many years that actually scares Trump because DeSantis isn't a pussy. Like Ted Cruz, big pussy. Marco Rubio, big pussy.
Yeah.
Jeb Bush.
Jeb Bush. Yeah. I don't know if you...
Well, Jeb Bush is a fucking imbecile. That's his problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those other
DeSantis
guys
is pretty sharp.
Those other guys you're mentioning are Congress and Senate, right?
Yeah.
They are already part of institutional power at the federal level that they don't want to lose. That's
Please
a big
clap.
difference. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Like being a governor, DeSantis doesn't give two fucks. Like he's not anywhere in the chain of command of the President of the United States or anybody in Senate or the Congress. He is the commander-in-chief of Florida. That's what he is. So he doesn't really need to care about all that.
Yeah, unless he's running, you know.
No, he doesn't need to care about all these fuckface politicians. How many people did fucking Trump go after hard in the Republican Party and still won?
Oh, yeah, he fucking destroyed them. It's
Right?
just not typical.
But DeSantis is more of a classical neocon guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So people will see what they like about Trump, which is that he doesn't back down from shit and he talks shit, but also a reasonable guy that's not tweeting stupid shit all the time. I think DeSantis has a very good chance of being the next president.
He could be.
Probably a better chance than Trump. Like if DeSantis runs, it's going to be one thing. If Trump runs, it'll be a fucking circus.
Yeah.
It'll be an absolute circus, right? And if it's DeSantis unopposed or lightly opposed in the run-up to the to the primary, then all the negative political and the RNC knows this. They know this. All the negative political focus will be on the DNC process, how it's been corrupted the last two times, how Biden can't get the job done, he's fucking old and stupid, how Kamala Harris is hated pretty much by everybody, and how the only person hated more than her, Hillary, is now trying to make a comeback, right?
Yeah.
Let them do that. And then you just run DeSantis and he'll win easily.
Yeah.
He'll probably win the popular vote by like 2 points.
We'll see. It'll be fun to watch. Is he up, by the way, in 2022 for governor? Is he up for re-election?
I think it's 23.
Yeah, there's some weird ones that are in 23, and then a lot of them are in 2022. If he's in 23, it makes sense. He can talk as much shit as he wants. That's a ways away.
He was he assumed office in 2019. So his election was 2018.
Okay.
So yes.
Oh, so all right.
22 would be a governor year as well.
Okay. And he'll definitely obviously run again because the next presidential election is not for 2 more years. So yeah. Maybe he was asking to kiss the ring for the fucking governor shit, but like that doesn't make sense. He's not going to leave.
He doesn't need any. I mean, it would be funny if he became president and then Trump became governor of Florida. That'd be a lot funnier to me. Can you imagine Trump as the governor of Florida?
Oh, that'd be great.
Like Florida would become a singular corporate entity after that.
Well, there's no taxes. There's no state taxes.
It would
there.
just be called Mar-a-Lago after that.
Yeah, dude.
Like, are you going down to Mar-a-Lago? Oh, Jacksonville, Mar-a-Lago, or Miami, Mar-a-Lago? That'd be pretty funny.
Oh, I didn't realize this. I'm pretty sure DeSantis was a Skull and Bones.
Was he really?
He was in Delta Kappa Epsilon at Yale, and that's kind of like one of the main feeders for Skull and Bones. Like,
wasn't Bush
and John Kerry were both deeks.
Yeah,
Isn't that the super gay version of Skull and Bones too? Or is it Princeton where there's a lot of gay shit going on?
Skull and Bones, you have to like tell them your sex stuff.
No, I know all that.
Yeah,
But one of the Skull and Bones groups had a lot of weird gay shit going on.
I don't know. Probably all of them.
I'm sure all of them, like to a frat level degree, right?
Right.
But I mean, like actual gay shit, not just peeing on each other.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, you want the real gay shit. That's what you want.
I'm talking about
fraternities.
full penetration.
Full penny. Yeah. We didn't have that in mind, and I was disappointed, you know? Really wanted the full gay
Gigi
experience.
says it's it is Yale. Yale, the Skull and Bone guys at Yale, there's all sorts of weird gay shit.
They fuck, right?
A lot of them, yeah, but that might just have been like 2 or 3 gay dudes fucking.
Yeah.
Which is not news, by the way.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're just like, oh, these white Republicans are all fucking. Like, well, they're gay.
Yeah.
That's gay. Like, yeah, I just said it's gay. Like, oh, fuck.
Honestly, if you want to know, you just got to ask the dentist.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Hey, you think George Bush fucked somebody? You think he was fucked? He was a male cheerleader.
He was banging Quiff like it was going out of style, bro.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Had to have been.
Wellick Tabard, 2004. Those aren't, well, the first one's a name. What happened, Texas Leather? Come on, man.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Super chat here. He just really he beefed it.
What did he beef?
He put Willink and then Tabard. I think he's trying to say Tulsi Gabbard. And it all ran
Jocko.
together. Yeah.
So I think he wants Jocko and Tulsi in 2024.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want Jocko. You just want a president that fucking sends out.
He just gets up at 4:30 in the morning.
He just like sends out black and white fucking videos. Stop being a pussy. Like, all right, cool, bro. That's great advice.
I think it's great advice for the nation. Though.
No, well,
everybody gets up at 4:30 in the morning. Now that's legal.
The last thing we need is another Navy SEAL officer in politics. Honestly, fuck that.
Jocko would never run, right?
I don't know. I don't know him.
Yeah, I don't think he would. It seems unlikely. He's doing fine. He's got energy drinks and shit. You know, when you've got your own energy drink, you don't really need to run.
We should do our own energy drink too. Like we have.
So we filed a trademark for it.
What is it? Rage as fuck?
No, Calm AF.
Calm. No, that's not energy.
Yeah,
CBD.
Yeah, it's the energy drink space. You cannot do CBD. So you have to register it as an energy drink. CBD is not recognized by trademarks yet for the government, and I don't know why. I guess it's the extract of the CBD.
I don't know. Who cares?
I went through the whole goddamn thing with the trademark attorney, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man, this is starting to get intense. But they don't have, I don't think the government doesn't have CBD regulations and all that shit yet, so you have to file it as an energy drink.
I don't care if Jocko was enlisted before he became an officer. He became an officer.
What does that mean?
What the fuck are we talking about? He was an enlisted guy first, then he became an officer later. I don't give a shit. Like, how many times I got to tell you this shit? People who desire power very rarely deserve it. I don't give a shit what their fucking ascent to power was. They should be treated with contempt and distrust, always. Fucking Christ. Do you really think there's any goddamn politician out there that gives 1, 2, or 3 fucks about you? And if you believe that, please, just shut the fuck up. Don't ever speak in public again. Don't say anything.
I think there's some local ones that really care about me.
No, there aren't.
They really
they care about
the local ones are the worst.
They care about getting your vote and your money.
That's it. The local, the small town ones are the worst. The worst. We dealt with it in Wilmington and here too.
BT Bates says he doesn't think Tom Cotton wants to be president. He wants to be head of the CIA. Maybe. I think the CIA should be abolished. CIA, FBI, ATF, done. Right?
Is that that was trending today? They wanted to get rid of the ATF.
Yeah.
Why is that?
What do you mean? Why?
Why do people want to abolish the ATF?
So we have the Second Amendment that allows Americans to own firearms, right? Mm-hmm. And then we have the ATF, which is a government entity that tries to control our constitutional right. That's why. Fuck them.
So wipe them out. Wipe out
we don't have
FBI and the CIA.
There's no ATF for fucking speech.
Yeah.
We didn't build an entire goddamn organization within the federal government to control what people say, unless you count the NSA, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what they say it's for. The ATF, they say it's specifically for controlling people's constitutional right. That's not what a constitutional right is, bitch. So fuck the ATF. No, I don't think Tim Kennedy would run.
Yeah, Boston Joe's saying, what about Tim? No, Tim wouldn't run. He's too busy.
He's got too much shit going on.
Matthew Chapes is saying abolish the IRS, ATF,
that's
NSA.
It's actually C-Hapes.
Is it really?
Yeah, C-Hapes. We've established this on multiple shows. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's Chapes. When you spell it like that, it's Chapes. And repeal the NFA. What's the NFA?
The NFA is the National Firearms Act. It's what makes short barrel rifles, suppressors, etc. illegal until you get a tax stamp or whatever. It's none of the government's business what weapons I own. Yeah. If I use them improperly, then sure, you can come have a conversation with me. But until then, go fuck yourself.
If you're just popping out the window every day.
If the government has no right to know what I own, why would they? This isn't fucking feudalist goddamn England, where the fucking sheriff of Nottingham comes around, pay your taxes. Like, no, fuck you, man. Send me a goddamn bill, right, for all the shit you want to do. Send me an invoice, and I'll be like, all right, I'll take these, and you can get the fuck out of here with the rest of this shit.
Yeah.
That's what we need, a la carte government, right? So you send me a fucking proposal. We'll all vote on everything that money's going to be spent on once a year. Instead of voting for politicians, let's just hire some people.
Yeah.
Like they're working at the DMV. They're in charge of fucking gathering all the shit. Put it right there, and we all just go vote.
Just put a list on it.
All right?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Easy.
I'm down with that. One thing I would vote in is Ghostbeds into the White House. From ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. 40% off the bundle packages right now. Adjustable base and the mattress. That is the bundle package. Okay? Don't ask me one more time what the bundle package is. It is the adjustable base and the mattress, kids. I'm gonna be real today. I don't even know where I would be without adjustable base in this world. Huge fan of it. It's got a remote control. It's got flashlights, USB ports on it. Everything you could possibly need in this world is now on your bed. Now, if you just want 30% off singular items, go ahead. And you can even pile all those in your carts. Fucking pillows, sheets, weighted blankets. They got a weighted blanket now, okay? You can get it in pounds, too. If you want a big weighted blanket, like a 300-pound weighted blanket, you can get it. It's called the Taft. President Taft blanket.
I don't think you can go to 300 pounds.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think you can get a Taft blanket that's 360. That'll just lay on top of you. It's really hard to get out of bed. But if you get it now, it does come with President Taft's face on it. And if you don't believe me, well, then I would definitely hit up Ghostbed. I would call their customer service and just say, hey, where's that Taft blanket that Ross was promising? He said it weighed 360 pounds. I want it, and I don't see it on your website.
Well, some of the other ones used to be stuffed with, like, down feathers and stuff. This is actually stuffed with hairs from his mustache.
Is it really?
Right, yeah.
Pubes?
Well, no, it's all mustache hair. Have you seen his mustache?
No. Is it thick? Pop up a picture of Taft, Bob. Has he got a thick stash? I haven't seen him in a while.
He had a lovely mustache.
I was watching Righteous Gemstones last night in my ghost bed.
He had to trim his mustache once every 45 minutes, though. And
it's that big. Is it walrusy?
His face is walrusy.
Oh,
so his mustache certainly is.
Yeah.
Like, he's not fucking around.
No.
He also has is that like a...
Looks like the Monopoly guy.
Yeah, but, after the Thanksgiving holiday, right?
Ty Frankel's saying, appreciate you guys. Thanks for helping me through the workday. Of course. We're here every single day, Monday through Friday. So is Ghostbed. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today. Now they get a 60-day pay-as-you-go program. No interest if you have decent credit. No, not 60-day, 60-month. 60 goddamn months, dude. That's 5 years.
60-day would be funnier, though, if it was like, what's that stupid movie, Repo Man, where you had to buy organs from the government and they would send somebody to fuck your ass up if you didn't pay them? That's what we need for Ghostbed. We're going to hire somebody to come repossess all your shit.
I would love
whether
somebody's
you pay
organs.
for it or not. We're taking we're not taking the Ghostbed back. You keep that. We're taking your kidney and your liver.
We want it all. We want the world. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today. Check out all the deals. Today's the day you buy a new mattress. Next up, drinkinbros.com. We got all the shit here. We're wearing all the shit. I got the defund politician shirt on. You've got the Drinkin' Bros shirt on.
Joey Modern says, I want that Lizzo weighted blanket.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of lumpy, though, isn't it?
Real lumpy. But it comes with a flute.
Yeah.
And that's a fun thing.
Oof.
We've got all the new merch on. So I've got the Flex Fit hat on with the snapback, defund politician shirt. You've got the Drinkin' Bros shirt on over there. Boom. The whole store is filled with items. Go to drinkinbros.com. Now, all the money goes directly to us. Okay? We don't give this away to anyone else. It goes, I hate two things, politicians and pedophiles. That's the new shirt that's in there.
That's one of the new ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. You can get it in long sleeve if you want.
I mean, the joke is that they're the same.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not really a joke so much as just a statement of fact.
Dan is also in control of the store, so.
Yep. Well, technically, Brittany's in control of the store.
Okay.
But she's way too much like me to be in control of anything, to be honest. Always doing weird shit. I'm like, hey, what's this? What about this idea? And it's a terrible, fucked up idea. And she's like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. Go to drinkinbros.com/store and peruse the items. And we got everything in there. Oh, look, the Gay for Straights are still in there. God damn, I've only got it in short sleeve. I love it. Last but not least, hardafseltzer.com coming at you next month. Dan and I are headed to Nashville to do the final taste test before they inject it into the cans, ship it out to the world. Just put your mailing list in there. We'll be sending you out, not your mail, your email in there. We'll be sending out a mailing list with all the cities and exact stores that it's going in and all that fun stuff. And then February 13th, Super Bowl Sunday at WTF. We are doing a huge tasting and live watch party and see how drunk we can get off of our own 8% seltzers at the Super Bowl. And you can come and party with us, try all the seltzers, strawberry shortcake, peach, lemon lime, and the blue raspberry. I've yet to pick a favorite.
The Bro Box is now available.
Is it really?
Yeah.
On the Drinkin' Bro store?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, though.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I see the logo for it down here at the bottom of the store, but I don't know where it's going to be. Hang on a second.
I got it. It's up on screen.
There it is. Bro Box is here. Yeah, dude.
We're trying to get it to where it's fucking... Just put...
Are the Hard AF shirts available, too?
Yeah, they're in. Well,
fuck yeah.
There's all sorts of stuff going on. But put the link for that Bro Box in the YouTube description. Put it in the chat, then put it in the description as well, because... It'll eventually be drinkinbros.com/brobox, but they're working on the redirect.
Is that shirt available? I don't have that shirt.
That's a new one that's only going to be in the Bro Box.
Fuck off. I want that shirt.
I'm not sure. I guess that just got posted today. Put that back up there.
It did. I want it. I want that shirt.
The shirt.
Who did that shirt? I like that.
The merch company made that, actually.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, put that shirt back up there. Zoom in on that bitch.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah. Very fancy.
That's dope as shit.
We're fucking fancy.
I want that. I'm going to go home and order this when I get home.
Yeah, those are only going to be in the Bro Box, right? It's like one T-shirt a month that's only available to those assholes.
Okay. And we sign on. It's the Hodge Twins company, right? We sign on with?
Yeah, Brittany made that shirt.
Yeah, that thing's fucking dope as shit.
Yeah, it's Hodge Twins, JPCers. They do a lot of stuff.
Speaking of which, Hodge Twins will be making their triumphant return here on the 26th.
Yep.
Just got that email today. Fucking amped, dude. I love those guys.
Yeah, and we'll have... We have Brian Keating on the 31st.
Big month.
He's going to answer a lot of our science questions, including a bunch of stuff about the James Webb Telescope that's on its way out to its orbital point right now, and just a bunch of weird shit that I think of when Brittany and I are super high on DMT right before bed watching space shit, and I just like, what about this? It's probably a bunch of stupid bullshit, but we'll see. And then... we've got some other stuff in February, too. Rob O'Neill's going to be here like this third week of February.
Yeah. Dude, we got fucking shows on top of shows coming in.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel took a big hit today, guys. I hate to see it. A Tennessee jury ordered Cracker Barrel to pay a man $9.4 million after he was served a glass filled with a chemical, some kind of cleaning chemical. I would drink that entire glass for $9.4 million.
It depends on what the cleaning chemical was, right? But, yeah.
It says the size of the award here is capped due to a Tennessee law on civil damages. Man, 30 minutes was the delivery. So they knew Cracker Barrel was going down. 30 minutes, they were like, hey, guys, we'll be right back.
It's bleach.
It's bleach?
He drank bleach.
The whole thing was bleach? A whole glass of bleach?
It was mixed with water. It was water and bleach. I don't know what.
For 9.4? Let's
So you mean what
do
you
it.
use to clean glasses?
Yeah.
Although they use those weird plastic glasses there. You can't use bleach on that, right?
I don't know. It's called EcoSan. It's a commercial grade bleach.
I see. Well, look, man, buck 'em.
There was...
What is... Let me ask you this. Can
Yeah.
you pull up the Cracker Barrel logo so I can see it? Because what's...
Are you a Cracker Barrel fan?
I'm not, no, because it's disgusting.
I'm
but-
not a fan. So I'm a Waffle House guy through and through. Like, don't bring your and look, I know I'm from the South.
I see the barrel. Put
Yeah.
that up on the screen.
Sure. Is it a cracker next to him?
I see the barrel.
Yeah,
now,
it's-
where's the cracker part?
Right there. It's the old white guy.
Is that a reference to the old white man?
Yes, it's the white guy.
Like, what does Cracker Barrel mean? Because I don't see any crackers around anywhere.
So
It's the old white man.
there was something on Twitter not that long ago where, like, I don't know if it's true or not, probably not, but people thought that the Cracker Barrel, like the Twitter trend was like, yeah, Cracker Barrel, that's what they put the slaves over a barrel and then whipped them because the term cracker is whipped cracker.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what cracker means. It's
Yeah.
whip cracker.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
I didn't know that.
And so that was, I remember that going around Twitter and I was like, I don't know.
So it's not exactly an insult.
What? Cracker?
Calling somebody a cracker. I mean, that's like people trying to insult Tom Brady for throwing touchdowns. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that.
Like, I'm just saying they were the winner of that particular situation. I'm not saying that throwing touchdowns is the same as owning slaves.
You just compared Tom Brady to a slave owner.
Well, you
and he's
never
got
know.
a game on Sunday. I don't know that we need that slander in
More
here.
like it's
never
more
know.
like saying like pedophile's not an insult because the pedophile's winning his interactions with the kid, like
I
the
suppose,
kid's losing
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's probably.
Is Urlacher coming back this week? I don't think Brian Urlacher's going to come back on and make picks with us this week after Tom Brady was compared to a slave owner.
No, not him. Just the act of winning at something. You know what I mean? Like if somebody
More
does,
like having the upper hand.
if so,
Then-
here's the point. If somebody Tal Morian says Bill Cosby won a lot. If somebody's committing a crime or doing something fucked up, but they still win the situation, it's not a good burn to just say what they did back to them.
Yeah.
Like, you're a murderer. Like, yeah, I fucking murdered the shit out of him.
Yeah.
What's your fucking point? Unless you're, getting him in trouble or something. That makes sense. But calling a white person a cracker because they were whipping people, it's like, maybe call him an asshole.
Yeah, maybe not. I had no idea. We've got to check that. If that's true, how
for
has
the
this
name
not been
together?
fucking outed?
Because only white people eat at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
They still have the signs up, I think.
Yeah, and I think, by the way, the jury in this, the lawyers for Cracker Barrel offered to play the guy in that golf team game to get the money, and the guy declined. So that was the big thing at Cracker Barrel as a kid. Shut the fuck up and play the golf tee game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they were good at some point, right? The
Cracker Barrel?
The restaurants, yeah. But that's, when were they formed? When was the company formed?
Let me check it out. I don't think they were good. It's just that most restaurants used to be so bad that they seemed better by comparison.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or as a kid, you think that fucking certain places are good. And
Yeah.
You wake up and it's like, oh my God.
Not
Well,
Not that
Waffle.
old.
I've never wavered though from Waffle
no,
House.
but that's different. This 1969 for Cracker Barrel.
So that wasn't really a time when cracker was something that white people would call themselves,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know if I believe this story, Bob.
Well,
I didn't say it was true. I just said it was flying around on Twitter a couple months ago.
I just don't understand what else it would be in reference to. I've never seen anybody order crackers there. They get biscuits and gravy and fucking shitty breakfast.
Yeah.
So
They're very poor on the crackers. Like they don't have a large
if you get the
cracker
soup, they'll bring
compilation.
some saltines out there.
Yeah, that's
Right.
about it. It's not like they're dumping Ritz out on the table and telling you to go butt fuck yourself.
I do enjoy Ritz.
So do I.
The buttery ones.
But you
So-
never get them, dude.
Supposedly, barrels were used to transport soda crackers back in the day and then repurposed into makeshift tables. So you're sitting around the old Cracker Barrel.
that seems legit.
So we went from
if they were formed in
slaves.
if they were formed in 69, that's like the Civil Rights Act was in 65. Jim Crow was over by then. Maybe it was like, fuck these people. You know what I mean? They're trying to take one back. I want to get my country back.
Yeah, I want Cracker Barrel.
But I don't think that's it. I think Cracker Barrel's fine on that. Let's focus on the real problem, which is that their food fucking sucks. God damn it, man. And if your food sucks so bad that you have to put a fucking a general store in the front to distract people from how bad it is.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, it sucks, but I'll get some rock candy and a puppet.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool, man. I came here to eat, bitch. You fucking kidding me? Bring me all the eggs and bacon you have.
I got if we're going quickish breakfast places in the morning, I got Waffle House at 1 and probably Denny's, as much as I hate to say it, at 2. Cracker Barrel's not even close to
Denny's isn't that bad. I used to get what I call when I was on the road, because Denny's is everywhere, I would get the Dan Slam for breakfast.
Yeah.
Which is their Grand Slam, but you remove all the stupid bullshit and just add more meat. It was like 5 different types of meat.
Yeah.
And I went to the same place in Seattle every morning for like 3 months. And they're like, hey, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, what's wrong? They're like, well, you eat a lot of this meat. I'm like, yeah. Are you telling me there's something wrong with the meat? Like a guy actually was like, man, you sure ordered a lot of meat. I'm like, yeah, is it a big deal?
Yeah, are we good or?
Like, am I being poisoned here? What the fuck?
You're not IHOP guys?
IHOP's fine.
I like IHOP more than Denny's. That boysenberry syrup.
I'll go.
Well, IHOP's got the whole fucking, like they had like 5 different syrups, right?
Yeah, they get a bunch. IHOP still goes before Cracker Barrel. Like, that's how much I dislike Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel's not even in the conversation.
No.
Right?
No.
Huddle House is above Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
And if you even know what the fuck a Huddle House is.
My dad loves the steak sauce at Huddle House.
What? It's
Loves
just
it.
A1, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Loves it.
Buy that shit at the grocery store. Go to Publix, asshole. What are you doing?
Yeah, Cracker Barrel's real fucking low on that list. We had Denny's in Miami after that Mayweather fight.
Yeah.
Giorgio and I just absolutely fucking destroyed it.
Shoney's was the best. Somebody's mentioned
Oh
Shoney's.
shit, I forgot about
Because when I was a kid, I could go in and pick up 1 pancake and then a shitload of whatever fruits I want and whipped cream and then just like a literal handful of bacon.
Yeah.
I could stack bacon as high as I wanted to on my plate, and it was the best fucking place that I've ever been to.
The buffet was the fucking move. Honestly, like, I'm a little worried, like, if I have kids and I have to, like, drive with them for vacation, because my family would stop at Shoney's all the time because it was just like, you kids fucking suck at eating. Just go to the shitty buffet and grab whatever you want. Like, 'cause you won't bitch, because there's enough for everyone to find something they like.
Well, you can go to Golden Corral now, but look, Golden Corral is different.
You're gonna shit your pants.
But that's true. But Shoney's buffet is like the old salad bars at the grocery store. It's like one thing, and you just walk around in a circle. You need a fucking engineering degree to get around in fucking Golden Corral. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What am I, a cartographer? Get the fuck out of here, man. It's like
Cartographer's
18
a map
different
maker,
fucking,
by the way.
Well, there's 18 different lines. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Bob Evans and Perkins are meat and threes, dude. They're not fucking. IHOP is not. It's 2 totally separate conversations.
So Bob Evans, here's what I'll give Bob Evans, okay? They have Kool-Aid. Fucking physical Kool-Aid
Like
that you
actual
can drink.
Kool-Aid?
Yes, that you can drink there. And Bob Evans, congratulations. Like, that was big. There was one at Ohio State.
That's a big ingredient in syrup.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. So I'll give Bob. Yes, Bob Evans is ahead of Cracker Barrel.
Perkins has really good pies, though.
And ice cream. People love the ice cream.
I don't know if
from
I've ever had
Perkins.
their ice cream, but we used to pick up their pies back in the day.
Yeah. But even after all these, Shoney's, I don't mind their cheeseburgers, by the way. But yeah, Cracker Barrel.
Wait, is Shoney's still
around?
They're done, right?
It's pretty cashed. I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure they're dead.
All right, yeah, look that up. I thought I passed one on the drive out here.
There's probably a building with the word Shoney's still on it.
Yeah, I hope
There's
so.
no people or food inside.
You know what I see is a lot of those old Taco Bells converted into new shit now. Like laundromats and things like that. And you're like, God damn it. That used to be a sweet Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's bringing the Mexican pizza back, but when?
I don't know. And so
is it going to be Valentine's Day?
I hope so. I posted it on my Instagram and everybody was like, fuck yeah. And then somebody said it's just a rumor that the Mexican pizza isn't coming back. And that was one of their greatest goddamn items on the menu.
It was the only thing left.
It appears there's about 15 Shoney's left in America.
Dude,
where are they?
There's one in Lebanon, Missouri. That I used to drive by that on the way home. Atlanta.
You got fucking called out. Show me's.
Showme's
is no longer a place anymore.
Showme's is dead, but Shoney's.
What
Yeah.
is Showme's?
When we did a show a couple weeks ago, you were talking about was it a strip club?
It's a breastaurant. It's a Missouri. It's a Missouri themed restaurant.
It was.
It's the Show Me state. So Show Me's, and I got it. Like it's like 4th tier. It was a magical place.
Bob, you're winning the day. Breastaurant, I've never heard before.
Wait, really?
No.
What?
We've got to trademark that immediately.
It's-
Restaurant?
For sure, already trademarked.
No, you can't trademark restaurant. It's technically you can't trademark anything even approaching that. I doubt anybody in the fucking stripper industry has a trademark on anything, right?
Restaurant is great. I have not heard that. But there was only one where I grew up. It was we had Hooters or nothing. Like that was it. And until I came until I went to North Carolina.
It's not like a strip club that serves food. It's like a fucking tilted kilt or whatever.
Yeah. Tilted kilt. By the way, first time I walked into a tilted kilt, I had no idea. It just looked like a fun Scottish place. I was like, all right, sweet. Was meeting somebody for drinks there, and turns out the guy I was meeting was a real dirtbag, and was just like, yeah, man, you ever seen the fucking tits in here? And I was like, I was unaware. This is in Wilmington, by the way. I was unaware that it was a restaurant. I enjoyed it. I thought the outfits were fun. They were funner than Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I do agree that they're probably the second best
Restaurant?
I don't think
outfits,
I've been
yeah.
to a tilted kilt. I know what it is. What I mean, I
The
assume
food was decent. It was
they're wearing kilt. I mean,
They're wearing
very short kilts.
They're dressed up like Catholic schoolgirls.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
serve like potato skins.
Jesus Christ.
Pull up a picture of of the tilted kilt waitresses.
We've been to some. What are
We've been to some
What are the other ones?
Hooters,
Not Hooters.
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. They wear like a plaid skirt or some shit, right?
It's like a flannel. So here we go. Here's tilted kilt. Boom.
That's about what you'd expect, I guess.
What's with the red ribbon on the sock there?
Oh, it's for the troops.
Is it?
No, I don't know.
It could be.
The Scottish troops that died.
Yeah. For the shorties, probably.
What other restaurants are there, though? I mean, that's a bold term for only 3. That's the only 3 that I can name off the top of my head.
There's a lot of Hooters.
Well,
There's a coffee, like a drive-through coffee place in the Pacific Northwest.
It's topless.
so
It's got titties
Yeah,
full
it's
out.
Also,
Yeah.
there's a steakhouse that's topless.
the first thing that comes up when I just Googled restaurants.
Okay.
Like that's it, just restaurants.
Sure.
And the first question that comes up is, what happened to Bone Daddies?
Where was Bone Daddy?
Yeah, what is Bone Daddies?
Is it a barbecue joint? I mean,
Oh wow, this is an article from Texas Monthly actually. So,
Yes.
Bone Daddies switched formats, so they're no longer a restaurant. Let's see if they're even still Bone Daddies.
Can you say that anymore?
yeah, as long as there's not the word master in there somewhere, I think you're fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bone Daddies is in Austin.
Oh,
Yes. Where?
Let's buy it.
First off, that sounds like a cockstront, not a restaurant, not a restaurant. Like it sounds like a good one for like dudes. To
Yeah.
Be the,
Well, I've always thought that about what's the one we went to in Houston?
A Pinestrant?
Yeah, Bucks Wild.
Oh, yeah, Bucks Wild. We went to a strip club named, we did a live show inside the VIP at Bucks Wild strip club in Houston.
Yeah, Bucks Wild sounds like, I know they're saying that there's dudes going wild in there because of all the whores or whatever, but that's not what it really sounds like. It sounds like there's a bunch of fucking dudes in there flopping their dicks around, and you can, whatever.
It's not that. It's a guy named Buck, and this is his wild tavern.
That's not a good name for a strip club. It should be like fucking titties or something. Just call it titties. What's wrong with calling it titties?
There's one in Tennessee called Big Jim's Booby Bungalow, and I'm a huge fan of that because that gets to the point.
I like the alliteration too.
so the one in Austin closed. There's still one in Arlington, Dallas. I'm sorry,
Okay.
in Dallas. Oh no, there's one in Arlington and one in Dallas.
We're obviously going to have to go there next time we're in Dallas.
Yeah.
So this one, there's
Do you need reservations?
yeah, I know, right? There is a VIP club,
Oh, God.
and it's called Bone Daddy's House of Smoke.
So it's like there's a 30% chance you're going to get an STD if you just go in, but an 80% chance if you join our VIP club. They should just call it the STD club.
That's great. Hey, kids, hop in the car. We're going to Bone Daddies tonight. You ready?
Brittany says it was on like fucking 6th Street. So it was either east or west downtown.
Bone Daddies was?
Yeah, it's not there. You said the one in Austin closed, right, Bob?
Yeah, that was at least the one I saw was like at 183 in Mopac.
Oh no, well she said there's something on 6th Street.
So, there was a restaurant on 6th Street. I actually had Thanksgiving dinner there one year.
Shut the fuck up.
What are you, Chinese or some shit?
That's great. Why? Why did you end up there?
So back in the day, maybe they still do, but UT plays a football game every Thanksgiving, like literally on
I think
Thanksgiving.
they play Kansas State, like that Thursday or Friday.
Hanging Wangs.
It used to be on. It used to be
It's a
on
Chinese restaurant. Name Hanging Wangs. That's good. That's 2 comments from Tal Morian, whatever the fuck that means. Good job.
Yeah, I went downtown afterwards to meet up with some people, and I had time to kill and needed to eat something.
Yeah.
And that's like the only place on 6th Street really where there's like food on Dirty Six, where there's like food.
Like
so
on the east side, you mean?
Yes.
Like where it gets weird? Yeah.
So I was like, well, fuck it. I guess I'm.
Well, whatever it is, Brittany knew about it too for some reason. I don't know why. I don't really see her during the day. Maybe she's there fucking working.
Maybe.
She's got big titties, so
Yeah.
we got to support the family.
Head on down to Bone Daddies, you know?
Daddies, yeah.
That's fucking hilarious, too.
Is it so? It's a barbecue place or what?
I like when
It's like a
I
smokehouse.
typed in restaurants and it says Google was like, did you mean restaurants? Absolutely fucking not.
I think you should be able to file a lawsuit against Google for asking you that
I
question.
know.
Like that. What do you want to know my gender too?
And
Fuck off.
It goes to the next one up is Yelp, surprisingly. Yes, and there's women on here on the Yelp that are saying, why isn't there an eye candy restaurant for the ladies with dudes?
I don't think women want that. Like, what's he gonna do? Come out with a fucking serving platter and his dick's on it, dick and balls are on it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's your appetizer, and he's serving stuff off. Of the
Tongs
thing
and dongs.
Tongs and dongs.
And you can pull that out and it's, you know.
And it couldn't be an Asian restaurant because let's be real, nobody wants to see that,
No.
right? Like if you were about to start a fucking professional sports league,
Yeah.
probably that's the last.
That's the last
group
one.
that you're
That's the
starting
last. It's the last group.
Yeah.
And Asian women is too easy. There's so many rub and tug places. You can go wherever you want for that.
with. Yeah, they don't fucking beat around the bush for no pun intended there. They don't beat around the bush. It's just
You don't
like,
have
hey,
to get a meal.
Come in here, know the code word, $200, and I'll fucking sit on your face or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to serve food to get jacked off.
A naked male hibachi restaurant. I mean, it would have to be.
It's too much oil.
It'd have to be a lot of hot. Yeah, the oil's crackling off that
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
flat grill. I don't know if you could do that.
That's dangerous.
You don't want the cooks to be cocked out.
Yeah.
Hot dogs would be interesting.
Hot dogs?
Yeah.
I'm down for dogs. Somebody put one in a taco shell the other day and sent it to us, and it's not a terrible idea.
Nico the Greco says holes and poles.
It's a very common Texas golf snack is the sausage wrapped in a tortilla.
Why?
I don't know why, but you come down here.
Like a soft tortilla?
Yeah, soft
Oh,
tortilla.
that's-
What kind of sausage?
Why do you even need the tortilla part? Is that so you don't get your hands dirty?
I guess it acts as a roll.
That's a little much for me.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But put a hot dog in there. I'm fine.
I would go to the titty bar for dudes or whatever, the dude titty bar, whatever you want, or restaurant for dudes, a dickstrant, whatever.
Yeah.
And I would just fucking wait for them to come by and I'd flick their wieners. Like, hey,
Penestrant? Yeah. It's a penestrant.
that's too many syllables. I think
it's
dickstrant.
the only one that really fits penis and restaurant the same thing.
Yeah, but dickstrant.
By the way, I could eat
cockstrant.
fucking hibachi every goddamn day of the week.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
Benihana's, I could have every single. Is there a Benihana's here, Bob?
I gotta assume so.
It's a bad hibachi town.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Not a great pizza town either, but Via 313 is very good.
Is that pizza?
It's Detroit style pizza. Yeah, it's really good.
I don't think that I've had that here.
It's very, very
Yeah,
good.
I would say that's probably the
Via's
best pizza.
the best
in
pizza
Austin.
in Austin. Yeah.
They got a little heat not too long ago. I think 2 weekends ago, some of their employees tried to protest because somebody on staff got COVID. They told people that they had been exposed or whatever, but they didn't tell them who it was, which you're not allowed to do, by the way. Can't share your fucking employees' medical shit with everybody else. I mean,
Sure.
we do it, but we don't care.
It's a HIPAA violation.
Well, I don't know about it. I don't think it's HIPAA because they're not a medical company, but it's still a violation of their privacy. So what actually happened was people were protesting, and then some of the employees walked inside of the building and cornered one of the managers and started shit-talking them so much that customers stepped in to stop it.
Really?
And I saw this on Twitter, and these fucking Karens are like, I'll never buy pizza there again. And I commented under one of them like, all right, you fat cunt, I'll buy double pizza to make up for you. How about that? So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. VIA space 313. I think there's like 4 of them.
Really?
Yeah, the brick and mortar in Oak Hill. They got a bunch of trailers.
There's one like 10 minutes
Star
from our
Bar, I
house.
think.
Yeah, and they actually the Detroit style pizza is the best.
Oh,
but,
it's so good.
But
man.
their thin like bar style pizza is actually pretty good too.
Everything there is good. Everything I've gotten there is good. Very good. So
Austin's a good food town.
That's a free endorsement because fuck Karens. These people are like, we fucking are working too many hours and blah, blah, blah. Go get a different job then, dude.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck are you talking about? There's everybody is hiring.
Everybody's hiring.
Everybody's hiring. You don't deserve whatever the fuck you think you deserve. You don't deserve anything.
Fucking incredible market if you work in the restaurant industry right now.
Oh, yeah, dude.
In terms of like
they're giving people like fucking $2,000 signing bonuses just to come.
$15 at the McDonald's next to my house and the Taco Bell an hour. $15 an hour. And they're, I mean,
dude, I'm not even seeing 15 an hour signs anymore. I'm
seeing
seeing
like
18 to
22.
22.
Yeah.
That's what I've been seeing is 22.
And most of the restaurants I took the kids, we were trying to get pizza on Sunday, and there's a place out by where I live called Pizza Cave. And I walked in and there was all the chairs were up on the tables, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And they're like, staff shortage. So a lot of restaurants that we've been trying to go to are either closing down early at like 5 p.m. or they're just putting up signs in the window that says, sorry, we're short-staffed. We're not open today. And I'm like, God damn it, man.
I remembered the name.
What is it?
Bikinis was the one on Dirty Sixth.
Ah, there we go.
With a Z?
No, sadly, no.
Austin used to have dirty shit back in the day.
It was gross. It was also the only place you could watch a game on Dirty Sixth. Like, it was the only bar where you could really, like...
Yeah.
I was in Hollywood, it was Hooters.
There's an Ohio State bar on West 6.
That's on West. Yeah. West, you can watch a bunch of places. Yeah. That's, what is that place?
I don't know.
Dogwood?
Dogwood.
Yeah.
Or Dog
we went there with Jamie.
Young Jamie.
Rogan's producer,
Jamie,
yeah. We went there to watch the
That's where he goes to watch the games, usually.
We were at Woodrow's that day.
Was it Woodrow's?
Yeah.
Woodrow's. Yeah, that's a good place.
But I think Dogwood is...
Parlor and Yards is the Penn State bar.
Yeah.
Dogwood's down the road. It's across from like where WTF is,
yes,
right?
But I think it's next to WTF. And I think Dogwood is the Ohio State bar.
Well, they have good food at Dogwood. Like, it's good bar food anyways. At any rate.
You can get a steak at Dogwood.
Austin's going to get a lot weirder now because James Marsden just bought a home here.
Yeah, he did, dude. Jimmy Marsden's here. A lot of people are here.
He's going to be fucking cyclopsing people all over the place.
Yeah, dude.
I can't wait to see a fucking laser beam cut down half the city.
There's a bunch of wild people moving here. That host of The Bachelor lives here, too.
The gay one?
I can't tell if he's...
Chris Harrison?
I just think,
he's got
a
long-term girlfriend.
But wasn't she a contestant on the show?
No, she wasn't.
Sure?
I went to school with her.
Oh, no shit.
She went to Mizzou, yeah.
Yeah, his kid goes to like TCU and stuff, like plays lacrosse.
I've never seen a single episode of The Bachelor, so I just said the gay one because everything I've seen about that show looks gay.
Colton Underwood, he was on the show.
He was. I didn't never.
He was gay.
I sat that one out.
He also threw a tracker on his ex-girlfriend's car.
Yeah, I don't know why. If you're gay, what are you tracking?
Because he was pounding dudes, and he needs to know if she's fucking sneaking up on him.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Detroit style pizza is like
somebody asking.
It's pan pizza, so kind of deep dish. A lot of sauce, a lot of toppings. It's really good. Okay. But the crust is super light too. It's not like
it looks really bready.
Yeah, it does, but it's not. Like Chicago style pizza, even messy, can get kind of bready. It's like a thick pie base and then toppings and then sauce all over the fucking place. This can be kind of the same, but the breading is super light. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how it's made. I just know that it's super light.
I'm down. What's the name of this place?
Via 313.
I don't think I've ever had a Detroit style pizza.
It's really fucking good.
It's the best pizza you'll have in this city.
It's kind of like eating a pizza on top of a breadstick.
It's a lot of bread.
It's
Depends
not that much bread.
What kind of pizza
it looks heavier than it is.
Yeah, it is. Oh man. So when the sun finally runs its life course, it's going to expand to a red giant and then shrink back down to about the size of the Earth. Mm-hmm. But it'll still be the same mass as it was before.
Okay.
Right? That's dense bread. This is not dense bread. This is like the Earth as is. Right? Very light.
Really selling it today. Really selling that pizza. Are you going there tonight?
Yeah. I got really high earlier, so I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Now's the point in the show we get to Drinkin' Bro of the Week. Anyone can submit. Just go to drinkinbros.com. Submit your Drinkin' Bro of the Week. It comes in, and we try to read them live. Sometimes they get buried, but we will always get to them. I don't know when this one was sent in, but this is Alex Chichov. I know Chichov from California.
He sends us beer all the time.
Yeah, dude. He's a DB homie since day one, 2015. Nominating Murphy Gray. Reason for the nomination: Gray the Bushy, a.k.a. Murphy Gray. Always down to talk when you were in a bad headspace, and just a great dude who is one of my close brothers in this Drinkin' Bros community. Cheers, fuckers. Cheers. It can be anything, by the way. Nobody has to die.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a in memoriam thing. It can just be as simple as this. Hey, that's a fucking good dude or a good lady. If you know what. Let's say your life got saved by a waitress at Twin Peaks at one of the finest restaurants in the land. You could submit her name and then tell your story. Hey, I went down there and I tried to fuck one of the waitresses. It didn't end up happening. And I drove into a ditch because it was quarter pitcher night at Twin Peaks. And then she saved my life and then didn't tell the cops, and we just left my car.
She turned her skirt into a tourniquet. I didn't lose my leg because of this woman. So
I think that's what the kilt is for.
Probably not.
Do you know how many people have end up in ditches and were saved by a kilt?
I just think,
Tilton kilt?
How much would it cost to turn the entire interstate highway system into bumper cars? Right? That'd be dope as fuck.
We're close.
Just fucking bumper car, baby. I mean, and then when you get into a crash, it's like Demolition Man. The whole fucking car just fills up with foam immediately, and then you walk out.
Yeah.
Why is that not possible?
I think we're getting
Why are we
close.
even doing science anymore if I can't have that?
I think we're getting close. All the cars are kind of looking the same.
How long? There was a documentary about how long it takes to create a certain breed of dog. Mm-hmm. That's by genetic testing. It's like 15 or 20 years. You can selectively breed and take a large breed down to a very small breed.
Yeah.
Right? Why can't we do that with giraffes?
I think we've got to be close, right, Bob? You got to be close.
There's no
on that.
Shetland fucking giraffe. Nobody's even tried.
You would be wrong about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a Shetland giraffe?
I told you.
All right, put them up on the fucking screen. That's my Drinkin' Bro.
Shetland.
My Drinkin' Bro of the Week is a Shetland giraffe. I don't give a fuck about somebody named Murphy. Get out of here.
Look at that tiny little fucker.
Is it a baby, though?
No, this is a giraffe with dwarfism.
Oh, man, I
That's
want that so
great.
bad. It's still too big, though. Like,
Is it?
Yeah, I want a giraffe that's like head included about 3 feet tall. Right? I want it to be
It still has to have a long neck.
Like it will, but I think the body part of it needs to be about the size of a fucking French bulldog.
But it wouldn't be able to hold up the neck if it was too tiny.
No, it's muscle mass, and the neck would be way what do you call it? Way less heavy.
Pop that thing up, Bob. Let's see that thing again. So this is a dwarf giraffe?
Yeah.
You think it's like got some other issues too?
Yeah.
Like here's the problem.
Like head issues?
Sometimes when you overbreed animals like that, they end up like rat terriers where they just like fucking shiver and piss all the time. And I don't want a shivering, pissing giraffe around.
Yeah, there's nothing more horrifying than when you'll see like a random listicle, what dog breeds used to look like 100 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, fucked.
I have Boston Terriers. They came from Mastiffs, which are the biggest dogs that exist on Earth, I think. Irish Wolfhound might be able to compete, but the English Mastiff is like 300 pounds.
I had a miniature beagle. And the only reason was it was on the PetSmart bottle, and we did a PetSmart commercial at the office. And I was like, what the fuck dog? What dog is that?
A teacup giraffe.
A teacup giraffe?
I want to get it for Brittany for like our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
That'd be the perfect gift. She loves giraffes, so that would be the perfect gift. You got 10 years, Science. Wow.
Giorgio just popped in. You seem really disturbed by this.
Has anyone ever ridden a giraffe?
No.
Into war, probably.
Marcus
right?
Luttrell has giraffes on his property.
So I'm asking, can you ride them?
Look up giraffe saddle, Bob.
Yeah, if you can saddle one of these fuckers, you could ride it.
Oh, I mean, you can ride a camel pretty easily. Why not a giraffe? Plus,
can you ride a mini giraffe? Is my next question.
Unlike camels, giraffes use their head and neck as a weapon too. So they're like, I watched a full-on giraffe fight a couple weeks ago.
Really?
And they have these little weird horns up there, and the giraffe that lost like had holes all in it. Like it was fucking the thing up.
shit.
Yeah, it was wild.
Teacup giraffes might not be that far off then.
Yeah, I mean, look, I just want a giraffe the size of a small dog, medium-sized dog even. If it was like 50 to 80 pounds, that'd be perfect.
All right.
Giraffe.
Bob has found something, it appears.
Do we have a giraffe saddle there?
It looks like there's too much going on there for it, so it's not common then. Otherwise, it would have popped right up.
No, this is a man in Kazakhstan who jumped over the fence at the zoo
And he rode it?
rode the giraffe.
That's pretty sweet.
I mean, giraffes are pretty affable.
Yeah.
They're nice enough unless it's a mother and you're trying to get near their kids and shit.
It's a fun animal to fuck with, for sure. Because you could easily get a couple punches in on a giraffe. It's not going to do anything.
We need to make giraffes smaller and ostriches way bigger.
Yeah.
Let's fucking take that thing like up to 30 feet tall and to see what happens. They can't fly, so we're just going to, I mean, with enough guns, you could easily take it out.
We put them on steroids and ankle weights, so they just get jacked.
Maybe. I don't know.
I like
this guy fucking...
Yeah, we have a video of him riding the giraffe. There we go.
Climbing it, petting it. They are chill.
Yeah, they love fucking human contact and shit.
Do they really?
They're not like bison that'll fuck your ass. Like people see bison like, oh, it's so majestic, and then all of a sudden they've got a horn through their neck.
Shouts to Turkestan today.
Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that's a nice. He slid down the neck to get on this thing. Yeah. Is this thing going to take off? How fast do these go?
They can run about 25 miles per hour. I think.
Boy, if this thing takes off, this guy's fucked.
Also, if they give you that neck whip, how they fight
you'll
each other.
die,
yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to sit back more on it a little bit. But if they go that fast, why did anyone spend time with the horse?
That's a fall. That's a large fall there. How's this guy going to try to get off this thing?
Top speed for giraffes, 37 miles per hour.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh, we got bucked.
Well,
damn it, dude.
Look, he had a good life.
No, he's still alive.
Oh, he's fine. The giraffe
looks like Sean a little
The
bit.
giraffe is probably not going to attack him. He just didn't want him on his back.
Sean, you ever punched a giraffe?
Like he's over there now waiting for him to feed him still. I like to see giraffes are good. Giraffes are good people. I've said that forever. They just want to hang out and fucking have fun and shit.
I like how the only person higher than you walked into the room and immediately goaded you into like more conversations about the giraffe.
Yeah,
which is Giorgio.
The show was over.
Yeah, we're all done here. But Giorgio popped in high as shit. Was like, oh man, you guys talking about shrinking giraffes? Cool. Let me hop on the mic.
That's exactly what happened.
We need to start an entire business where the entire point is to shrink or grow animals.
Yeah.
Like, that's all we do. You want an animal that's his current size? Fuck you.
Yeah.
We shrink and grow animals here.
That's why I got the miniature beagle, because it was shrunken. Shrunken. Honey, I Shrunken the Kids. It was a very, very tiny one. It's expensive, too. Everybody in LA was like, where'd you get that dog? Did you rescue it? I was like, yeah, I rescued it from an expensive breeder.
Yeah.
In Texas. They had to fly it on American Airlines. I had to go pick that fucker up at the airport.
My youngest one I picked up at the airport.
Yeah.
Morty got shipped
weird,
from
right?
Arkansas, yeah. But it's somebody I bought from before.
I bought one before, too, and you get a discount, too, and they're like, hey, we'll give you $200 off. It's like, great, the goddamn dog is $2,000.
Yeah. We saw so many horses yesterday, Gigi, but still got to get them smaller.
Yeah.
Like, I want a horse that's like the size of a fucking medium-sized dog.
Yeah.
I want all the large animals like a hippo, medium-sized dog.
Medium hippo would be great.
Right? And then I want a dog the size of this fucking building.
A teacup hippo,
yeah,
I'd be all in on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still pretty strong. You'd have to do bite training when it was a young'un.
Yeah.
Make sure it didn't fucking lop your hand off with those things. But for the most part, I feel like, and you could dress it up. Come on, man.
I would trust that more around my kids than a pit bull. I would trust a mini hippo.
Well, Dan, you're in luck, because I went down this rabbit hole about ancient giant dogs that used to roam North America. And they were actually the predominant predator of the plains of North America, and they would feed on the buffalo. I'm dead ass serious. But they got pushed out by the big cats. So the big cats ended up winning when those roamed the Great Plains of North America.
Yeah, I mean, I look at my dogs, and maybe the Cane Corso could win against the cat, but still probably not, because they're slower, right?
Yeah.
Like, the cats are so fucking fast, and they have so much, what's it, quick twitch?
Agility. Yeah.
Muscle fiber.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like a big cat, there's no way. A cat that's a third the size of a dog, that dog is fucked. like 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Unless the cat's a retard or
We're
something.
talking like bigger than current tigers kind of things. Apparently, they used to live.
Well, a
in North
tiger is
America.
like what, 400 pounds, 500 pounds, right?
No, they're the big ones. Lions are 4. I think tigers are like 8, right?
How much does a tiger weigh, Bob?
I think 600 to 800 pounds. That's the guess that I'm going to go with. Delco is agreeing with me on this one.
Adult is 200 to 680 for a male, and I think 140 to 390 for a female.
Man, I feel like a 140 one I could take.
No.
You know?
No.
That seems light.
That's basically like a teenager.
Yeah.
He'll fuck you up.
Yeah, it seems light.
Now you go monkey before you go big cat.
But how big were the dogs you're talking about? Because there's big ass dogs in America right now.
Yeah, the big cat you can go after is a cheetah. Cheetahs are bitches.
Rob, if you can give me ancient North American giant dogs, please.
Wow.
You're getting a little too much now, I think. But like an Irish wolfhound, that was a big dog back in the day. Isn't that the dog?
A sheepdog is all I can name from that period of time.
Isn't that the dog from the Hounds of Baskerville? Wasn't it like an Irish wolfhound or something? Does anybody know? You guys read books, right?
Here we go.
I read that in high school.
Bob's
Don't
got
remember.
the answer.
These things were 5 feet long, weighed 200 to 300 pounds. Giorgio's giant dogs.
So a 300-pound dog against even a small 140-pound mountain lion is dead.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
I understand that. That
Apparently,
makes
they
sense.
attacked them from above.
Yeah.
That's how they lost out.
Probably from a tree.
No,
Right.
they just whip their tail around and it helicopters them around. Have you not seen the cartoons?
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera, bitch.
Yeah. I think now is the point in the show we just end it. It's time to end this, cut everybody's mics, and realize that there's probably been enough marijuana smoked for an entire Cheech and Chong fucking series here. We're all done, kids. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, leave a review. Spotify is now having reviews, and you just tap 5-star. You don't even have to write anything. So go there and do that as well. That's what the advertisers want and love. For D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros podcast.